Tonight, Simon spills about a certain judge on American Idol, what he says will happen next season. If you're not careful, you could soon pay a big price to smoke, and we're not talking about your health. Why your savings could take a hit the next time you finish that cigarette. Danger inside a school gym.
Let me tell you, you would never wish this ever on anyone.
The Fox 12 investigators explain how you could be in for a lifetime of pain just by setting foot inside. But first, a local man accused of abusing his kids for entertainment.
The kids play usually at their property, and a few times came to our house to play in our backyard.
It's outrageous behavior, and police say the man thought it was funny. First on Fox. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shauna Parsons.
And I'm Wayne Garcia. And first on Fox tonight, Salem police are investigating a surprising case of abuse out of Marion County. Cops arrested a man accused of putting a dog shock collar on all 4 of his children. Police busted Todd Markham after their investigation led them to believe that he put the shock collar on his kids for entertainment. KPTV's Chad Carter's live in Salem tonight with the details. Chad?
Yeah, and Wayne, it was a collar just like this one you see here that police say Markham used as pure entertainment.
I'm just, I'm speechless, so it's hard to say what I feel.
Words of surprise from Natalia Kamelev after learning the man she saw often across the street had been arrested after police say he used a dog shock collar on his own kids. Police say they arrested Todd Markham today after their investigation found he had used the collar on all 4 of his kids between the ages of 9 and 3. Police also report Markham admitted to using the collar on his kids because he thought it was funny and found entertainment in chasing his 3-year-old around with the collar, making him cry at just the sight of it.
They have small dog, very small, looks like a puppy. I asked him how old is their dog, but it's just 1 year or 3 years old. A small dog.
Police would not confirm where it happened or where Markham lived, but DMV records show his last address at this house in Northeast Salem. All of it a surprise for Kamelev, who says her kids often played with Markhams.
He was absolutely polite and good. Nothing strange.
And tonight, Markham is at the Marion County Jail facing 4 counts of criminal mistreatment. And also tonight, those children are with their mother, and the case is being investigated by the Department of Human Services. Live in Salem tonight, Chad Carter, the 10 o'clock news.
Tonight, Tigard police need your help identifying a man who was found dead 7 years ago. Take a look at the sketch of the victim. Police say a train hit and killed this man on October 7th, 2001, and to this day, they have not been able to ID him. At the time of his death, the unidentified man was described as white, in his late 30s to early 40s, 5 foot 9 inches tall, 180 pounds. Investigators think he may have connections to the Ashland and Selwood area of Portland. If you think you might know who he is, please call Tigard police.
A lost shoe may help the FBI track down Fox 12's most wanted who robbed a Gresham bank. It happened at the West Coast Bank on Northwest Burnside near Eastman Parkway this afternoon. The FBI is now working with Gresham police, who say the robber got away with some cash but lost his shoe on the way out. We talked to one man who works nearby who was surprised by the robbery.
It's really surprising that there was ever a bank robbing in Gresham. I'd never expect something like that to happen.
The FBI describes the suspect as a white man in his mid-20s. He's about 5'10" and 185 pounds. He was wearing a black zip-up hoodie and white tennis shoes, though he is now down to just one.
Tonight, deputies need your help tracking down another one of Fox 12's most wanted, a woman with a long criminal history. Deputies say Tanya Davis violated her parole after being convicted of burglary in November of 2006. She's also been arrested and convicted for a number of other crimes in Oregon and California, including assault, prostitution, and drug possession. She last lived in East Portland's Hazelwood neighborhood, but may also be in Vancouver. She is an African-American woman, 5'6", 180 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes.
New details tonight as 2 men already behind bars are accused of shooting a Vancouver police sergeant. Dalen Berg and Jeffrey Reed are already being held at the Multnomah County Jail. Now they're going to be transferred to the Clark County Jail. Authorities say they're connected to the shooting of a police sergeant last month. You might remember the story. The sergeant was shot in the chest, but the bullet was able to stick in his vest. The 2 men face several charges. A man charged with shooting his wife in the stomach is avoiding trial. Joshua Ernstrom took a plea deal today, and he was sentenced to 27 months in prison. His trial was set to begin tomorrow. Police arrested Ernstrom last October after they found his wife with a gunshot wound to the stomach. Police say Ernstrom called 911 immediately after the shooting and was still at the apartment when police arrived.
Tonight we're learning more about a man accused of trying to kill his ex-girlfriend. Investigators say George Artizzoni offered a man more than $13,000 to kill the woman. But the so-called hitman was really a police informant, and deputies were waiting in the wings to make their arrest. KPTV's Jamie Wilson has the story.
I don't think it's right. I don't really believe he'd do that because he was in love with her big time.
Today, this man we're calling Jim is completely stunned by the charges against his friend, George Artizzoni. Jim has been living on Artizzoni's property here in Woodland, helping him fix it up. And he says it was all for George's ex-girlfriend.
He's pretty kind. I mean, if he says he's going to do something, he did it. I mean, he put this here property all together for her to move out of Umatilla so she could get out of what she was doing.
But court records show the relationship turned violent 2 months ago, and Artizzoni's ex filed for a restraining order. Officials say the two were also business partners, and their breakup was going to cost Artizzoni $50,000. So last week, police say he tried to hire a man to kill her. They say Artizzoni offered him $13,300 to attack the woman. Records show he at least wanted her hospitalized and, quote, drinking out of a straw. But he'd pay more to have her killed, along with her daughter. But cops say Artizzoni didn't know that his hitman of choice was a police informant. So he alerted Multnomah County deputies. They set up a meeting at Home Depot and arrested Artizzoni, trying to make the deal.
Yeah, he was angry with her because he seemed to think she had a boyfriend. I don't know for sure or not.
Jim says he knew George's relationship had gone sour, but he never expected it to end like this.
It was weird. I mean, I didn't think it would ever go to this far.
Jamie Wilson, the 10 o'clock news.
George Artizzoni is locked up in the Multnomah County Jail tonight without bail.
Prosecutors continue presenting testimony and evidence they want used in the trial of Brooke Wilberger's suspected killer. Today was the second day of pretrial hearings in the case against Joel Courtney. An OSU student told the court today that she walked away from Courtney on the same day he allegedly kidnapped the 19-year-old back in 2004. Courtney took notes during the testimony and rarely looked at the woman. The woman says that Courtney asked her for directions near campus, and she had to repeat it twice.
He asked me for directions to the athletic offices. I was nervous. I felt like I was in a situation.
That hearing is set to conclude next Tuesday. The prosecutor says he will call another sex crime victim of Courtney's to testify, and a judge will then decide exactly what can be used in the trial itself.
Now, Portland's first weather at 10.
I'm Drew Jackson filling in for Mark Nelson on a night that is noticeably drier than it was last night, although there are a few showers around. Some of those showers are picking up a bit as well. Let's start with live radar here. We'll zoom in closer to a cluster of showers out over the Coast Range, even some yellow and signs of orange in there over the last few hours. We've seen these showers kind of increase as they're moving from southwest to northeast, and some of them may spill into the Willamette Valley, western sections of it here over the next couple hours. Overall, though, the rain will be increasing throughout the night. Take a look at the satellite picture here. We had a break from the rain for much of today, but those clouds are advancing on in. So over the next few hours, the rain will increase. Lows will be down in the 40s, and it does look like it'll be a wet start to tomorrow. How long does the rain stick around, and what does the weekend look like? Those forecast details coming up in a few minutes.
People living in a northwest Portland apartment complex are back home tonight after a heavy wind knocked down a tree. The tree fell onto the Cedar Mill Crossing apartments last night. We talked to a woman who says crews removed the tree today and got the power back on, and no one was hurt. The weather also forced women out of the Salvation Army shelter in Portland. A leaky roof started at about 7 this morning at the shelter on Northwest 5th near Burnside. All of the women staying there had to be moved to other places for safety reasons. The Salvation Army says the recent winds and rain likely caused the leak. Workers spent the day fixing ceiling tiles, and it reopened tonight around 5 o'clock.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
You might want to think twice before making a donation to a local church.
It's just very unfortunate that they're using the church's name in connection with that.
The local pastor who says someone's collecting money all for a fake cause. Hidden dangers in your school's gym, even at your favorite store.
The pain is so great, it's nauseating.
What you need to know to avoid becoming a victim. Police say a driver was painting her nails when she hit and killed a motorcyclist. Why she's only charged tonight with not slowing down. putting rumors to rest, what Paula Abdul is saying about a past drug addiction, and what she really thinks about idol rival judge Kara Diaguardi.
And one storm moved out, but another one is moving in. Details about the return of the rain coming up.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
It only takes 12 minutes on Fox 12 to get all the news, weather, and traffic you need to start your day. 12 on 12 on Good Day Oregon.
Tomorrow morning starting at 4:30.
With thousands of satisfied patients, discover why Dr. Jerry Darm and Aesthetic Medicine have grown to become one of the largest medical spas on the West Coast. Call today for a free consultation or visit online at drdarm.com.
At Spirit Mountain, it's time for celebration. Use your Coyote Club card and earn chances daily to win cash or prizes, including a 2009 Mercedes. Over $115,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Then join us on May 23rd in celebrating the grand opening of Raindrops Nightclub and the Mountain View Sports Bar. Plus, Kool and the Gang in concert. It's all happening at Spirit Mountain Casino, Northwest's premier entertainment destination.
When I travel, I don't have to worry about bringing contacts or having something tear, bring an extra set. It's just visual freedom.
Save $1,000 off 2020 Institute's LASIK Commitment for Life until June 30th and live lens-free.
Portland police respond to accusations they gave the mayor special treatment during a car crash. The story's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
The signs are beginning. The threat is growing. The world is waiting for the truth to be revealed.
You're talking about the moment of creation.
The phenomenon of the Da Vinci Code continues from director Ron Howard. Tom Hanks.
Now do you believe?
Angels and Demons, rated PG-13, May 15th.
Have you noticed there are roads in Oregon that unfold like love letters that you never want to stop reading? They say, "Dear Oregonian, thank you for taking part in my curvy curves and insane vistas. Let's never stop gathering the moss and the wisdom that gave us the craggy good looks that people from other places envy a little. These past 150 years, you've helped make me what I am, and if I do say so, vice versa."
Coming up tonight on the 11 o'clock news, a rash of car thefts says local police are the defense. The fourth grader who put Condoleezza Rice on the spot, the question he asked her, and why the economic crisis forced crews to destroy a newly built housing development. I'm Kevin Kawari. Join us at 11.
A local church has a warning for its congregation tonight. Someone's scamming people out of money in the church's name. The imposters are selling raffle tickets, pretending it's a fundraiser for New Life Fellowship Church. But Longview police say it's all a scam. KPTV's Mark Hanrahan is live in Longview tonight with the very latest. Mark?
Well, Shauna, the head pastor here thinks the imposters are posing as members of this church because he says the congregation is so big and so giving. Well, tonight, he just hopes nobody is ripped off. Inside New Life Fellowship Church tonight, Pastor Charles Fisher is busy answering calls.
I believe the first calls came in yesterday.
He says several people, including folks in his congregation, are wondering about a new fundraiser and the people asking for donations.
They're saying that it's for Bible school or Sunday school or something.
The callers claim they've been approached by a group of young people at this Fred Meyer and at a nearby park, trying to sell raffle tickets in the church's names. They say the tickets look legit, even have the church's name printed on them. The only problem, there is no fundraiser.
New Life Fellowship has not endorsed this. We don't know anything about this.
Instead, he says the people who are trying to sell tickets are imposters, posing as members of the church and using its name as a ploy to try to cash in on people's goodwill.
I think it's terrible. It's totally despicable.
I think it's pretty low of them to try to get money that way.
The crooks have been reported to police, but so far have not been busted. Meanwhile, Pastor Fisher,
this is a first for us,
is trying to get the word out about the scam. He says New Life Fellowship Church does not solicit donations by selling raffle tickets, but raises money mainly through its Sunday offerings.
It's just very unfortunate that they're using the church's name in connection with that.
As one of the larger churches in the area, Pastor Fisher admits they're an easy target, and he thinks the crooks are using their reputation as a way to earn a quick buck.
The name's well known throughout the community, so that would probably be why somebody that would want to do something like this.
Now, Pastor Fisher is asking that people not give money to these people. Instead, he says, call the authorities. In Longview tonight, Mark Hanrahan, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, coming back from active duty can be a big adjustment for many veterans, and some are finding themselves in trouble with the law. A local veteran says not only did he get 2 DUIs, he almost had to pay thousands of dollars for drug treatment. Well, now he wants other veterans to know about the cost-saving treatment available to them. KPTV's Stephanie Karlovich is live now with his story that you'll see only on 12. Steph.
Well, Jason Detour says as part of his sentence for that second DUI, he lost his driver's license for a year, and he was also ordered to complete a drug and alcohol treatment program that included random urine analysis and 90 days of proven sobriety. He says he wishes someone would have told him that a full drug and alcohol treatment program was available right here at the VA hospital.
They just say, here's where you can go.
Jason Detour spent 8 years in the Army and served in Operation Desert Storm until he was injured back in 1990. He says he had no idea one of the benefits he had as a veteran was free drug and alcohol treatment.
There are tons of people out there who have these benefits available to them, but nobody will tell them.
Detour found out the hard way he had access to free rehab. In December, he was arrested for riding his motorcycle under the influence of alcohol. It was his second DUI in less than 5 years. Part of his sentence, 90 days of treatment for alcohol abuse. Detour says the program that was recommended to him could have cost him more than $3,000.
People are caught up in bad situations, and you know, if they can't afford to be in compliance because they don't have the monetary ability, then, you know, it's a downward spiral from there. You can't get out of the hole.
Jason says he will be getting out of that hole now because he is getting treatment for free. All he has to pay for is the random urinalysis monitoring to prove that he has stayed sober.
And then find out, you know, there is help available and you can get it, but a lot of times they don't know that.
Jason hopes a struggling vet hears his story and maybe gets help without having to get in trouble with the law first.
They'll be returning from combat, and then all of a sudden the post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, will kick in, and then all of a sudden they start having issues that they need help with.
For more information on all of the benefits available to veterans, you can log on to the website for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and we have that link to our website at kptv.com. Reporting live from Southwest Portland tonight, Stephanie Karlovich, the 10 o'clock news.
Portland police say they weren't playing favorites when they investigated a recent traffic accident involving Portland Mayor Sam Adams. However, the police report does show at least one witness told officers that the mayor may have been impaired when that fender bender happened Sunday night in Jansen Beach. Officers investigated and tell Fox 12 there was no reason to do a field sobriety test.
And the sergeant made it very clear that this is the mayor that just shut down his precinct. And so if there was even one iota of information that he could have done to legally jam the mayor up with a DUI charge, it would have happened. And that just isn't the case.
Well, police refuse to say who was at fault in the accident and have not issued any tickets.
The government says it's now treating H1N1 like any other seasonal flu outbreak. The head of the Oregon Public Health Department says schools don't need to close because of the virus. Even so, he says that people still need to be cautious to avoid getting sick. Dr. Mel Cohn says that he believes the government has handled the outbreak the right way.
There are all kinds of lessons that we will learn from this, and we will be looking very carefully at what we did, how we will do it better next time. There will be a next time, whether it's going to be H1N1 flu or some other health crisis. That's just the reality of the world.
There are 21 confirmed cases so far in Oregon. 6 are kids, 5 are teens, 10 are adults, and there are also 50 cases still being tested. 2 deaths have been linked to H1N1 in the U.S.
Right now, developing news from Southern California.
We have some live pictures as crews try to contain a sudden wildfire. We'll tell you where it's burning coming up.
Also, he admitted to killing 2 people, but tonight he's a free man. You won't believe why this man was able to walk the streets.
Slow down or pay up. The big changes you could see the next time you drive up and down I-5.
And many smokers could be in store for some big fines. We're not talking about the cigarette tax. Why some smokers may have to shell out $90 if they don't kick the habit.
And it was a relatively chilly May day today. Take a look at our high temperatures around the Northwest. Just 61 at Portland, didn't even get to 60 at Salem. We've got a wet day ahead for tomorrow. Details about that, plus details about a warming trend ahead as well in a few minutes.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Want Mother's Day gifts that won't break the bank? Ross has thousands of gifts your mom will love at prices you'll love. Mother's Day at Ross. The savings are unbeatable.
Happy Mother's Day.
There's a great place just around the corner where healthy is in reach.
Making healthier choices. It's not advanced calculus, right? But all these labels are shouting at me. Where do I go? To Albertsons, the only place there's nutrition IQ. That's their new color-coded Better For You food finder, based on FDA guidelines, without regard to brand or price. Suddenly, I'm a genius.
Your nutrition partner is just around the corner at Albertsons.
You could go to a department store and get this outfit for $102. Or you could go to Ross and get the same outfit, plus the shoes, the handbag, the earrings, and the watch, and still have money left over for a taxi. Ross, the savings are unbeatable.
In tonight's Fox 12 Final Cut, unexpected danger like these lights. Fox 12 investigates why they're still hanging around.
Could expect a driver to paint her nails on the road. Why she's not in trouble, though, even after crashing.
And an unexpected home intruder, the dog that came for trouble.
These stories and much more tonight in the Fox 12 Final Cut.
What are you eating?
Multigrain Cheerios.
So, trying to watch your weight?
No, why?
Nothing, it's just the box. It says it's low in fat.
Do I look like I need to watch my weight?
No, it just says it has 110 calories per serving.
Yeah, but there are other reasons why I like it.
I know, it's the box.
What else does the box say?
Box says shut up, Steve.
Multigrain Cheerios cereal, because it tastes good. Try new Banana Nut Cheerios with the great taste of real banana.
The Northwest leader in new home liquidation, newhomesale.org, is back with our biggest sale ever. Over 100 new homes by 3 award-winning builders must be sold by June 30th. These quality homes have full warranties and many include neighborhood parks, open spaces, pools, clubhouses, and other luxury amenities. These homes are located in great neighborhoods across the Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. To view the entire inventory of homes, go to www.newhomesale.org.
This news segment is brought to you by Arby's.
Love burgers but hate the grease? Then you'll love Arby's new Bacon Cheddar Roast Burger. Made with oven-roasted, freshly sliced roast beef and topped with cheddar cheese and thick-cut pepper bacon on a toasted roll. Arby's new Bacon Cheddar Roast Burger. It's the burger done better. Big on taste, not on grease. Try one today with any one of our freshly brewed iced fruit teas. Arby's new Bacon Cheddar Roast Burger. One bite will have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Right now, we want to take you live to Southern California for a live view, aerial view of a big fire going on in the Santa Barbara area. Right now, we're told that about 2,000 homes are threatened by this fast-moving wildfire. The fire is about 400 acres wide, and we're told it's now burning within a half mile of some homes. 1,200 people have been ordered to evacuate. Some high winds in this area are pushing these flames right now. We're hearing that there are gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Some, as we said, mandatory evacuations are now in progress. We'll keep tabs on this fire that's burning in the hills above Santa Barbara, and we'll bring you more developments as warranted.
We have some new details tonight about a law that would ban the sale of child-sized motorcycles and ATVs. The new regulations are being put on hold. The CPSC voted to put off enforcing a law about lead levels in off-road vehicles for kids. The law is designed to protect children from lead, but the government agency worried that the bill would just make riding even more dangerous for kids who might end up getting adult ATVs and motorcycles instead. The stay of enforcement goes through May of 2011.
Well, as we head through the night tonight, look for those clouds to continue thickening up. We didn't get a whole lot of breaks in the cloudiness today, but there are signs in the 7-day forecast of a few nice days. Details about that after the break.
Also ahead, it was supposed to be a fun-filled field trip to a big theme park. Coming up, though, why this road trip will be remembered for all the wrong reasons.
Your school gym or grocery store could possess some hidden dangers, how you could be in for a lifetime of pain just by walking inside.
Had this year just been a quick stop for Cara Diaguardi? Well, what Idol insiders are now saying about the new judge's future on the hit show.
And Fox 12 is giving you another chance to win $100. No strings attached.
Yeah, stick around for the secret code word that you can use for your chance to win a prepaid MasterCard.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Looking for a great local job? Here are a few Northwest jobs from Fox 12 Oregon, powered by Jobdango.com.
In Portland, Opti Staffing Group is hiring CNC programmers. In Portland, Wentworth Chevrolet Subaru is hiring an automotive technician. And in Portland, Managed Healthcare Northwest is hiring pre-certification nurses. For details on these local jobs and thousands more, or to advertise your jobs, go to KPTV.com and click on Northwest Jobs at the left side of our homepage.
I don't know, Doc. I feel all bloaty.
That's because I plumped you. I plumped you good. I injected you with salt water. So not only do you look plumper, you also weigh more. So people have to pay more. A lot of chickens have it done.
Are Foster Farms chickens plumped with salt water? Yeah, Doc, because we want to look naturally plump.
Hey, Marcy, do these chickens look naturally plump?
Yes, very natural.
Although we could go plumper.
Say no to plumping. Foster Farms, always natural, always fresh.
You know, my local oil can Henry's is doing a lot more than changing oil. Their trained technicians are making it easy to maintain my new car warranty.
All the services at your local oil can Henry's meet or exceed warranty requirements. So whether it's a radiator flush or gearbox service, we save you time and money.
Why hassle with the appointments, long waits, and high prices at the dealership? You've got Oil Can Henry's, the one you can trust.
Coupons available at oilcanhenrys.com.
The unusual side off I-5 that police say got the attention of some crooks is coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Why is the runway covered in whipped cream?
Strawberries are coming. Try them with French toast, crepes, and pancakes with all your favorites during IHOP Strawberry Festival. IHOP. Come hungry, leave happy. And give the gift of IHOP.
Mom?
Mom!
Mom.
It's
Mom rocks. This Mother's Day, celebrate her with these diamond solitaire earrings. Or this pendant or earrings. Your choice, just $2.99 each. At Zales, America's diamond store since 1924.
Life is full of choices, like choosing the people who help you along the way. With the small stuff, the big stuff, and the important stuff. That's where American Family Insurance comes in. They'll get to know you before anything happens, so you'll receive the best care if something happens. Good choice. For over 80 years, American Family Insurance, the family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Summers are great, but kids can lose what they learned in school. Don't let them fall behind. Call Sylvan.
In just 3 hours a week, over 12 weeks, you will see results in your child's reading or math performance, improving one grade level, guaranteed.
Live from Fox 12 Oregon, this is breaking news.
We are following some breaking news out of Northeast Portland this evening. Police are now on the scene of a stabbing near Northeast 90th and Hassalo. At this time, dispatchers are not sure if anyone is seriously hurt or if a suspect is on the run. We do have a crew, though, on the way to the scene. We will bring you more information as soon as it becomes available right here on the 10 o'clock news.
In news from around the Northwest tonight, a winery worker is dead after a freak accident. Deputies say the man got caught in the fan of an agricultural sprayer in Sunnyside, that's near Yakima. He suffered a partially amputated arm and other stomach injuries before he died. Investigators say the man was replacing the fan when he somehow got caught in it. We now know what caused today's 3-alarm fire at a technical school in Everett, Washington. Fire investigators say workers sparked the blaze as they were grinding steel for renovations. The fast-moving flames caused extensive damage to the Snow Isle Tech Skills Center. One firefighter was hurt in the leg when the fire trucks were being parked, but He is expected to be okay.
Well, if you plan on doing some driving up in Washington, you better slow down. That's because the state is about to put up a lot more speed cameras in construction zones. In a report for KPTV, Drew Mickelson explains what the penalty is if you're caught speeding.
52, 62.
Sitting on the side of I-5, Monty Jones is waiting.
56, 60, 70.
He's
61.
waiting for speeders. And he usually doesn't have to wait very long.
See, there was one.
We just got one?
Actually, we just got two.
When a car speeds past Monty's SUV, a radar triggers his digital camera. This area south of Olympia is the second stretch of I-5 to be put under camera enforcement. Lawmakers intend to place the cameras in work zones statewide. Every busted driver gets mailed a $137 ticket.
Wow, I guess people better watch out.
The cameras have their critics.
It's all revenue enhancement. It has nothing to do with traffic control. It's money.
The state says there is no profit. The Department of Transportation says all proceeds go to enforcement. The payoff, the state says, comes from making construction zones safer.
But in Phoenix last month, one of the cameras got a man killed. A passing motorist fired 5 shots into one of these SUVs. And as a result, the operators here in Washington are about to get more protection.
We've had people come by and shoot paintballs at the vehicles, throw rocks at the vehicles.
These SUVs are getting video cameras to help operators watch out for problems. But Monty Jones ran the cameras in Lewis County last fall, and he's not worried.
The majority of the people who come up and say anything to me at all, it's usually, I'm glad you're there, I hope it slows them down.
That was Drew Mickelson reporting. Tonight, similar cameras are already at work in Seattle monitoring school zone speeders. If Governor Gregoire signs the transportation budget, the cameras will be cleared to start up in work zones statewide. 4 people are in trouble tonight after police say they stole some golf carts. 2 of them are father and son. Police say a truck driver left 3 golf carts near the side of the road after he crashed yesterday on I-5 near Roseburg. Later, police say they spotted a golf cart in the back of one of the suspect's trucks and pulled him over. You can see the picture here. Investigators say that helped them track down the other 2 carts. One, they say, from a father and son in Glide. Police ticketed all 4 people. Well, even dogs seem to be struggling in this economy. The Snohomish City Council might decide to trim its budget by laying off the police drug-sniffing dog Dixie. The 7-year-old Shepherd Collie mix costs about $16,000 a year in vet care, food, training, and grooming costs. However, police dog Kaiser should be safe. He is younger and can track suspects.
I'm Kevin Kawari, and here's what's coming up new tonight on the 11 o'clock news. Robbers attack a clerk from all sides, going after him with a hammer and even dousing him with hot coffee. Caught on camera why he wasn't the one limping away from this fight. A family ends up in the hospital after their trusted dog goes on the attack. How many thousands of stitches one victim had to have and what they think they did to set the dog off. He lost a toe and gained a thumb. The new digit swapping surgery that one man says gave him his life back. You have to see it to believe it. That and much more coming up at the top of the hour on the 11 o'clock news.
Well, City Hall is going green tonight with the addition of a new garden, and it's got a big name to go along with it, the Better Together Portland City Hall Garden. At its opening ceremony today, Mayor Sam Adams and city commissioners were on hand for the event. One local nursery owner planted an apple and fig tree in the garden and loves that purpose of the garden.
I think it's a real statement toward self-sufficiency, toward local food production, supporting our local farmers, and I think the city is doing a great job with this.
The garden is intended to inspire people to grow their own gardens and donate a portion to local food banks.
Meteorologist Drew Jackson is here now with a check of the forecast, and we're just waiting this out, right? Because sunny skies ahead somewhere out there?
Yeah, if you could fast forward 3 days, then you're there.
All
yeah,
right.
Exactly. A wet day again tomorrow, but then after that, things really start to improve. Weekend, it's going to time out right. The sunshine's going to be here on the 2 days that matter for most people. All right. Outside Live we go here this evening. We're looking live right now from our Fox Tower camera. The clouds are thickening up once again, and the rain is not far away. Speaking of that rain, check out live radar here, and you can see that there are showers that are increasing out over the Coast Range here. So from Highway 26 right right here along Highway 6, raining and spotty showers along the coast right now. Over the last few hours, the tendency has been for these to increase as they move from southwest to northeast. And there are plenty more showers off the edge of the screen here, so tomorrow morning likely to be wet just about everywhere west of the Cascades. I want to switch to the other radar. This goes back to 5 o'clock in the morning. You can see out into portions of northeastern Oregon there were showers today as well, especially over the mountains. Most of our showers confined to the highest elevations west of the Cascades as well. But then as I was talking about on the live radar, the number of showers growing here as of this hour. Right now we're in the low 50s west of the Cascades, and it's going to be a fairly mild night with the increasing cloud cover. Temperatures are not going to fall off all that significantly, so it's not going to be that cold of a start tomorrow morning. East of the Cascades right now, you too, really not all that chilly. 42, the coldest spot on the map there at Baker City. So overnight tonight, 45 to 50 west of the Cascades with the increasing rain showers. East side mostly dry until early tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 30s to 40s. There's that big storm that brought us the wind and rain yesterday. Today we got a break. Here's the next one. It's not nearly as strong as the one that came through yesterday. Nevertheless, we are going to get a batch of steady rain out of this. The storm track very active for this time of year, and it's going to stay that way through tomorrow and probably through Thursday. After that, things start to change, however, but between now and then, we've got a little bit of rain to get through, the heaviest of which looks to be late tonight towards tomorrow morning. Here's 7 o'clock. Look at all the green on the map here. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, the steady rain quickly switches to showers, so it'll start and it'll stop. Could even be an afternoon thunderstorm in spots tomorrow. Thursday morning, still showery, but then by Thursday afternoon, it does look like we dry out, and that will be the beginning of a stretch of dry weather. Look at Saturday. Sunny, pleasant, 70. Sunday, mostly sunny as well, 67, so good looking weekend here coming up. For tomorrow, east of the Cascades, look for highs to be in the 50s to low 60s. It turns windy in the afternoon. There'll be some scattered showers up on Mount Hood, a fairly wet day, especially below 5,500 feet. Above that level, Timberline Lodge and higher, some wet snow continuing throughout the day. West of the Cascades along the coast, look for a breezy day, 20 to 35 mile per hour winds, highs in the mid-50s. Early rain switches to scattered showers. Will be near 60 at Willamette Valley locations tomorrow afternoon with the showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Western sections of the Portland area also near 60 tomorrow, a little bit blustery as well. Could see some sun breaks and some angry looking clouds at times in the afternoon with maybe a downpour here or there on the east side of town, upper 50s to near 60. We start the day wet tomorrow at 50 degrees, 55 by noon with showers and sun breaks, maybe a thunderstorm at 5 o'clock, 60 the afternoon high, and an initial east or southeast wind switching to a southwest wind at 10 to 20 throughout the day. More showers Thursday, but probably not as numerous as tomorrow. 62 on Thursday. Friday turning nice, 65. There's that weekend again, upper 60s to near 70, with Saturday being the slightly warmer of the 2 days. We cool off again Monday with showers returning for Tuesday. You can catch Andy Carson tomorrow morning on Good Day Oregon for the latest forecast, and I'll have another update coming up tonight on the 11 o'clock news.
In tonight's Final Cut, you'd never expect it. You'd probably never expect a dangerous dog to run into your yard and hurt your dog. And you'll never expect how a man was able to save his. You'd never expect a two-time killer to move in right next door after not serving his time in prison. See why one neighborhood has reason to be scared tonight. And danger from above. They didn't expect it, but some lights can be a risk to your safety. See what to look for that could save your sight in the Final Cut next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Always the highest quality. Always the freshest ingredients. Always the best value. Voted best pizza chain in America 6 years running. Some things will never change. That's why at Papa Murphy's, you can get a large Taco Grande pizza made fresh with the highest quality ingredients for only $10.99. Handmade fresh, home-baked great. That's Papa Murphy's.
Every woman should hear Jody's story. Jody was always healthy.
Her pap was always normal. Still, I recommended she also get the HPV test. Her pap looked fine. The HPV test showed
She had the virus that could cause cervical cancer.
most HPV infections don't cause problems, but another exam confirmed she had cervical disease.
But Jody's story has a happy ending.
We caught it before it became cancer. So if you're 30 or over, make sure you get the HPV test along with your pap.
The Digene HPV test from Qiagen. Take the test, not the risk.
From early in the morning until late at night, Mom is on the move, balancing family, health, errands, work, friends. And that's just Monday. Let mom relax this Mother's Day with a perfectly affordable gift from Massage Envy. Professional massage therapists, convenient hours and locations, and all available on her schedule. Mom's job is 24/7, which makes an hour of relaxation from Massage Envy the perfect gift.
Police say a driver crashed because she was painting her nails, but why she's not in any big trouble yet. Plus everything else you need to know next in the Fox 12 Final Cut.
Why am I milking a cow? I finished my thesis in medieval cooking rituals.
Bibliography, footnotes, the works. My computer crashed and I lost the entire thing. Failed the class. Lucky for me, one class was still open. Farm practicum.
Don't trust your computer. Now all Quest high-speed internet customers get free automatic online backup. Quest high-speed internet from $14.99 a month.
There's something big happening at Nissan. Look closer. It's the Nissan National 10 event. Right now featuring Nissan Maxima, the four-door sports car. Get premium sedan sophistication with 290 horsepower performance and exceptional value. Just $299 a month. Get to your Nissan dealer fast. When the tents come down, this deal will end. Look closer. Nissan delivers.
For some, it's hands in the earth, the joy of bringing beauty to life. For others, it's a moment of instant color. And for others, it's the joy of making the outdoors part of the way you live, part of your home. You'll find what you need at Fred Meyer.
Stand by the final cut in 3, 2, 1. Cue 'em.
The Final Cut begins with news across America tonight and a deadly fight over money. Police say a family member shot and killed 2 Southern California attorneys yesterday. Officers arrested one of the victim's brothers in connection with the shooting. Neighbors tipped police off to that shooting after hearing gunshots outside a home. Several students are hurt. One Florida high school teacher is dead after returning from a field trip to Universal Studios. You can see the SUV is just destroyed. Florida Highway Patrol says a 17-year-old teenager was driving and fell asleep at the wheel early Sunday morning. They say no one was wearing their seatbelt. The crash is still under investigation.
The owner of a Missouri gas station is dead, and police say a family member killed him. Police were called to an Odessa gas station yesterday. Officers say they found 2 people dead inside. They say the gas station's owner was shot and killed by a family member. The shooter was also found dead. That investigation is continuing. A woman and her nail polish being blamed for a deadly accident. A 56-year-old woman on a motorcycle was killed Saturday in a crash. Police say that the woman was stopped at a traffic light when a car hit her bike from behind, and the car's driver told police she was painting her nails at the time and simply didn't see the stopped motorcycle. She was cited, but an investigation may bring up further charges. The victim's family says it's pressing for those charges.
A state trooper in Indiana wastes no time saving a girl floating down a fast-moving stream.
I took my shirt off, my gun belt, my hat, my shoes, and then I jumped in and started swimming for her.
Yeah, the trooper says the girl couldn't get out on her own, so he jumped right in and was able to pull her to shore. The trooper then started to perform CPR on the teen. An ambulance took her to the hospital with head and spinal cord injuries. Doctors say she should survive. Well, it was dog versus weed whacker in Florida. The man says a pit bull came through the fence into his yard, and he said it looked like the 2 dogs were playing, but then he realized the pit bull had latched onto his dog and just wouldn't let go. You see his dog there. Well, first the man grabbed a broomstick, tried to get the pit bull off, but that did not work.
I went and grabbed the weed eater that was sitting out front. Luckily, I'd borrowed my friend's equipment to trim up all the bushes, you know, and I jabbed him right in the thigh, and he let go.
Wow. Well, the pit bull's owner says he understands what the other owner felt he had to do. Now his dog is recovering, but the pit bull's injuries are so bad it might have to be put down.
A big mistake by police has allowed a self-admitted killer to return home. A judge says police never read the Florida man his Miranda rights when they arrested him, so now he's being allowed to leave prison. The man admitted to police that he killed 2 people, and his neighbors now fear that he will kill somebody else. A GPS monitoring device is helping authorities track him for now. Neighbors say they will also be watching his every move. Now, a judge may decide at a later time to require the man to head back to prison.
Well, they are over you, all over the place. Strong bulbs called halide lights that brighten up big box stores, some schools, and more. But with some bulbs, there's a hidden danger. And tonight, the Fox 12 investigators show you just what these bulbs did to a local woman and what it means for you and your family. KPTV's Carrie Tomlinson is here live to explain. Carrie.
Well, this woman cannot go outside without an umbrella, sunglasses, and a visor, and she says that is because of these dangerous lights. She is now telling her story to bring change here in Oregon and around the world.
And then incredible light sensitivity.
Kelly LaFollette remembers how it used to be.
Well, don't you have your pictures of your hike up Mount St. Helens?
When she could go outside without dark glasses.
Light is very, very painful.
She and her husband Joel now spend time inside, away from the sun. Even that hurts.
It's hard to believe how much our life has changed because of one light bulb.
This is the bulb, a halide bulb that puts out strong ultraviolet rays. With a cover, it gives light for big places like gyms, stores, football fields, and more. Without a cover, it can burn human skin and eyes.
There's always a constant pain that never goes away 24 hours a day, literally 24 hours a day.
Kelly was a teacher in Lake Oswego. She and other teachers met for an educational session in the gym back in 2004. After 5 hours, some were in so much pain, they had to leave, ending up in the emergency room. The school found a halide bulb with the cover broken by a volleyball. Now, almost 5 years later, Kelly says she still suffers in the light.
Horrific stabs of pain. Walking through a parking lot on a sunny day, the reflections off of cars. But a TV in a black room is almost like, daggers into my eyes. And the pain is so great, it's nauseating.
Joel made a website to tell people about the dangers. The two lobbied for a new law forcing Oregon schools to put in a new kind of halide light that puts itself out if the protective cover breaks. But they say now their work is not done.
We have been denied our day in court.
The LaFollettes wanted to sue the company that made the lights. But Oregon's law says they can't sue if the product is more than 8 years old. The LaFollettes believe if they don't sue, the companies will be able to keep producing the dangerous lights and accidents will keep happening. And they are.
And then I woke up with severe eye pain, very, like somebody put a needle into your eye.
In Florida, more than a dozen people recently reported serious eye burns from a broken halide bulb.
Looking through my eyes, to me, it seemed like a haze, but I guess it was because my cornea was burnt.
In India, reports say the lights burned 100 people at an inauguration.
Why is the manufacturer still making the bulb?
Why are they still making and why are they still being purchased by the masses?
The FDA says the lights are a public health concern, but has not banned them. The company that makes the bulb that burned Kelly says it doesn't recommend using lights in places like gyms where they can be damaged. An industry group, the National Electric Manufacturers Association, says gym lights should have strong covers. So the bulbs continue to burn bright and bring the potential for risk. Joel keeps working, surrounded by light, the windows in their home bringing more pain for Kelly. He believes they can change the laws, making the regular halide bulbs too hot for light companies, forcing them to sell only the ones that put themselves out, for the sake of you and your eyes.
Let me tell you, you would never wish this ever on anyone.
Now, there are warnings on the bulb boxes, but still, there are schools around the country that do not know about the dangers of those bulbs and may be putting kids and families at risk. Now, we have more information for you, a link to the FDA information about those bulbs on our website. Reporting live, Carrie Tomlinson, the 10 o'clock news.
And if you have a story for the Fox 12 investigators, just give us a call at the number on your screen or send us an email. The address, theinvestigators@kptv.com.
Well, time now for your chance to win a $100 MasterCard. No strings attached. Just fire up the computer and head to pdxrewards.com. And here is tonight's code word. It's debit. Once you enter that word into your account, you'll be entered for the chance to win a $100 prepaid MasterCard. Good luck. And that is tonight's Final Cut.
Coming up, the cost to light up could soon go up, while you might have to shell out $90 when you finish a cigarette.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Dates, phone numbers, even provocative pictures. With just the click of a mouse, Fox 12 investigators track down people through their Facebook pages.
When you put that information on there, other people are going to see it. They can track down where you live, where you work.
We show you how easy it is and how you can protect yourself. Wednesday on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
With thousands of satisfied patients, discover why Dr. Jerry Darm and Aesthetic Medicine have grown to become one of the largest medical spas on the West Coast. Call today for a free consultation or visit online at drdarm.com.
It's A&W's 90th anniversary, and we're saluting the day in June 1919 that Roy Allen and Frank Wright combined their initials and opened the first A&W. It's a celebration that's 90 years in the making and 9 days long. From May 1st through May 9th, get a world-famous A&W root beer float for just 90 cents. That's right, a cool, creamy, classic A&W root beer float for just 90 cents for 9 days to celebrate A&W's 90th anniversary. It's all happening May 1st through 9th at A&W, my place.
Give your children the gift of lifelong memories this year with this 21-foot trail sport that weighs just 3,380 pounds for $151 a month. Choose from Oregon's largest selection at Curtis Trailers, Portland and Beaverton.
Fox 12's Most Wanted is behind a rash of local car thefts. Why it's the police that victims are upset with. Coming up on the 11 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Change it up a bit, and you're sure to get a reaction. Don't let erectile dysfunction slow things down. Viagra, America's most prescribed ED treatment, can help you enjoy a more satisfying sexual experience. To learn more, cruise on over to Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing. Now's the time to get moving and ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
Fox 12 is pleased to offer your favorite Fox network programs in high definition. Experience a new dimension in television on Fox 12 Oregon and Comcast Channel 712.
In tonight's Consumer Watch, the Oregon College Savings Network has taken a hit, losing millions of dollars. The Oregonian says state officials were slow to secure those investments in the Oregon College Savings Plan. It supposedly cost them big time, with the plan going from $1 billion to $744 million. About 70,000 investors saving for college for about 100,000 students. The paper says the state is suing Oppenheimer Funds for at least $36 million, saying that they were too risky with that money.
Ever wonder why some smokers just toss their cigarette butts on the ground? Well, some state lawmakers want them to stop it. The Oregon House passed a bill today that would fine people who drop cigarette butts on the ground. The proposed penalty would be $90. Supporters say it's an environmental issue. The bill would require smokers to put their butts in a fireproof container. Now, the bill is not supported by everyone. Some legislators say anti-litter laws already cover the matter. It's not a law just yet. We will keep you posted. And we want you to take our web poll on this topic tonight. Do you agree with this proposed $90 fine for smokers who drop their cigarette butts on the ground? Vote online at kptv.com. An American Idol stage manager had to be rushed to the hospital today after an accident on stage during rehearsals. You're looking at pictures of what happened. TMZ is reporting that Debbie Williams was walking down the stairs behind Ryan Seacrest as he was coming down the staircase on the stage. It's supposed to retract, but it apparently went too soon, and Williams fell down the stairs. Witnesses say she had a big gash on her leg.
Paula Abdul is opening up now about her past drug use, her fellow Idol judges, and even how she tried to quit the show. Abdul says she was addicted to heavy pain medication for years. That's in an article for Ladies' Home Journal. She's long suffered from chronic pain, but says recent surgery has now fixed it. As for Idol, she described Simon Cowell as the brother she never wanted. She also says that she tried to quit the show after the first day, but was talked into staying. The newest American Idol judge isn't going anywhere. Cara Diaguardi will be back for a second season in the judge's chair. Simon Cowell made the announcement to Ellen DeGeneres during a taping of the Ellen talk show today. Diaguardi recently said that she only signed on to do Idol for 1 year. And this is the first year those judges have used 4 judges.
Being the front runner on American Idol does not mean you'll take home the top prize. Matt Jerome went home last week, which came as no big surprise, but it was the 2 people who were next in line that surprised everyone. Chris Allen and Adam Lambert were in the bottom 3 along with Matt. Now, people who analyze what happens on Idol say front runners on Idol do tend to fall back to the pack. They say contestants that start strong have less room to grow, which means just anyone can be eliminated.
I'm Kevin Kawari, and here's what's coming up next on the 11 o'clock news. Fox 12's Most Wanted is hitting a local neighborhood hard and trying to cover their tracks. What victims say car thieves are doing to disguise their crime once they get away with their wheels. Talk about stopping traffic, where a dog stopped at least 4 lanes of a busy freeway and how officials tried to trap him. Plus, the search for a missing toddler intensifies after he was taken from his house by robbers. First, a live look outside. The 11 o'clock news is less than 3 minutes away.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Closed captioning for the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Comcast.
Sesame Street Live is coming to Portland, and there's no tastier way to save on your admission. Stop by any participating Dairy Queen and pick up your $4 off coupon to see Sesame Street Live at the Memorial Coliseum, May 8th through the 10th. Brought to you by Dairy Queen. Something different.
It's Gage Auto Sales 10th anniversary sale. Over 300 top quality cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with millions of dollars in financing available. Find the right vehicle at the right price right now. The 10th anniversary sale going on now at Gage Auto Sales on McLaughlin in Milwaukee.
You wouldn't use a beehive as a football. You wouldn't dive into a pool without water. You wouldn't light a match if you smelled gas. So why would you do your banking anywhere besides a credit union? Credit unions are federally insured and locally owned, so their only interest is you. And opening your account has never been easier. To learn more, visit our website at u-belong.org. Credit Unions of Oregon. So smart, it's obvious.
An acne-free complexion is important to me. You never know who will notice. But with school and, of course, guys, I don't have time to worry about my skin. So I use Acne-Free. Only Acne-Free's time-released formula fights acne and keeps clearing 24/7. The others don't even come close. And Acne-Free is half the price of Proactive. Acne-free skin is important. You never know who will notice.
Available at Walgreens from University Medical.
Next time on Better, a visit with Grammy Award-winning singer Colin Ray, plus win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Tomorrow at a new, better time, 10 a.m.
Batteries Plus has batteries for everything you and your company need. Stop in today and open a commercial account. Batteries Plus, America's battery experts.
The Northwest leader in new home liquidation, newhomesale.org, is back with our biggest sale ever. Over 100 new homes by 3 award-winning builders must be sold by June 30th. These quality homes have full warranties, and many include neighborhood parks, open spaces, pools, clubhouses, and other luxury amenities. These homes are located in great neighborhoods across the Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. To view the entire inventory of homes, go to www.newhomesale.org.
What are you eating?
Multigrain Cheerios.
So, trying to watch your weight?
No, why?
Nothing, it's just the box. It says it's low in fat.
Do I look like I need to watch my weight?
No, it just says it has 110 calories per serving.
Yeah, but there are other reasons why I like it.
I know, it's the box.
What else does the box say?
Box says shut up, Steve.
Multigrain Cheerios cereal, because it tastes good. Try new Banana Nut Cheerios with the great taste of real banana.
Now on Fox 12 Oregon, this is the 11 o'clock news.
Noon 11 tonight, caught on camera, mysterious burglars dressed in black take a crowbar to a middle school. What cops say they were after. A little piece of plastic may be able to save your life. See how it could help prevent skin cancer before you even get burned. And she's facing the world with a brand new face. See one of the world's first recipients of a face transplant and hear what she has to say about the experience. That's tonight when we take you to the edge. I'm Kevin Kawari.
Live from Fox 12 Oregon, this is Breaking News.
And tonight we begin with breaking news out of Northeast Portland. We have reports of a stabbing on Northeast 90th and Hassalo. A lot of police activity on the scene right now. KPTV's Stephanie Kralovich is live there with the very latest. Steph?
That's right. Police are still on the scene, and you can see we are very close to I-84. That's where 90th and Hassalo is, just off 84. We're told a stabbing happened here at this apartment complex just after 10 o'clock. We're told the suspect is still on the loose tonight, and the victim is being treated at the hospital for a stab wound to his back, and we are told he is expected to survive at this point. Now, police got the call at around 10 o'clock tonight from someone at 43rd and Halsey. Apparently the victim had called a friend to come pick him up to take him to get help, and right around when they got to the area of 43rd and Halsey, they decided it would be a good idea to call police. So that is what brought police to the scene here at 90th and Hassalo. They say this is where the stabbing happened, and now they are waiting to get more information from the victim, who is still being treated for that stab wound at the hospital. Reporting live from Northeast Portland tonight, Stephanie Kralovich, the 11 o'clock news.
All right, Steph, thank you, and much more on this breaking news. First thing in the morning on Good Day Oregon, we're also updating the story online at kptv.com. And now here's a look at your first live local headlines at 11 o'clock. KPTV's Chad Carter has the very latest on some suspected scammers roaming our area trying to trick you out of cash.
Salem police are investigating a surprising case of abuse tonight after they say they arrested a man accused of putting a dog shock collar on all 4 of his kids. Police say they arrested Todd Markham after their investigation shows he put that shock collar on his kids for entertainment and enjoyment. Police arrested Markham today and say he admitted to using the collar on his kids because he thought it was funny. Police also say he chased his 3-year-old around with the collar, making him cry at just the sight of it. Now tonight, Markham is in the Marion County Jail facing 4 counts of criminal mistreatment, while the kids are now with the mother, and the case is being passed off to the Department of Human Services. In Salem, Chad Carter, the 11 o'clock news.
A local church has a warning tonight after police say Fox 12's Most Wanted has been trying to sell fake raffle tickets in the church's name. The callers report they've been approached by people at a Fred Meyer parking lot and at a nearby park trying to sell them raffle tickets to supposedly raise money for the church. But Pastor Fisher says there is no fundraiser, and he says the people are imposters. They've been reported to police, but so far have not been busted. Now, Pastor Fisher is telling people if they are approached by these people trying to sell them tickets to not buy them. Instead, he says, call authorities. In Longview, Mark Hanrahan, the 11 o'clock news.
Also due at 11, neighbors in an Albany community are frustrated with Fox 12's Most Wanted tonight after a rash of car break-ins. Robert Duran lives in a newer subdivision off Knox Butte Road. He says thieves target cars in his neighborhood and then try to transform them so cops can't recognize them. Duran says he is sick of this happening in his neighborhood.
Everybody at my work's like, you live in a nice neighborhood. I said, well, would you want to go steal in the ghetto, or do you want to steal somebody who's got some nice stuff? You know, you go to the ghetto, they're going to steal something that's going to be out of gas. They ain't going to want to steal something that ain't going to be able to get it nowhere.
Well, police say they found the car in Salem, and someone had already painted the hood of the car black. Police found tools, plus a stereo, a digital camera, and a DVD player inside the car. Duran says that was stolen from his neighbor's car just a few nights before. Now, many are complaining that the Albany Police Department doesn't respond enough to these kinds of crimes. So tonight, the chief of Albany Police is responding. He says they can't send an officer to respond to every property crime, and it's an unfortunate sign of scarce resources and an increasing demand for service. Tonight, authorities are looking for a missing 3-year-old who was kidnapped during a robbery. 2 robbers took little Bryant Rodriguez from his San Bernardino, California home. They also tied up his 4 siblings and his mother. The kidnappers ransacked the house and stole money before taking off. Police along the Mexican border have been put on high alert. So far, there haven't been any ransom demands and no contact with the family by the abductors. Police don't know why that child was taken. And in fire season 2009, tonight crews are getting a hold on a wildfire in the foothills of Santa Barbara. The fire was first reported at around noon on a hill above the city. It was burning near power lines, but fire crews say it's not too dangerous because it's a slow-moving blaze. At this point, no homes have been threatened and no one has been forced to evacuate. Helicopters are helping firefighters battle those flames. In news across the Northwest tonight, firefighters in western Washington battled a huge fire at a technical school tonight. It happened at the Snow Isle Tech Skills Center in Everett. Thick clouds of smoke billowed into the air as crews doused those flames. Firefighters say workers started the blaze by grinding steel during a renovation. One firefighter was hurt when fire trucks were being parked. Well, the Boeing 787 moves closer to liftoff. Crews rolled the passenger jet onto the flight line at Payne Field in Everett. It will undergo fuel tests next. Boeing officials expect the plane to make its first official flight later this year. The company already has orders for 886 planes. A strong spring storm slams into Seattle, leaving thousands in the dark. The storm hit the area overnight with wind gusts hitting 50 miles per hour. At least 25,000 homes were left powerless by the time the sun came up. In the Greenwood section of Seattle, a tree fell, snapping a phone line and crashing down onto an SUV. Another tree about 5 feet wide is on the verge of crashing into a home.
I think it's going to be fine now. We have another tree that seems to have stopped this one from coming down. So.
Wow, well, police have sealed off the area around that tree and are watching it just in case it begins to fall before they're able to secure it.
Now, Portland's first complete forecast at 11 from your first live local weather team.
And that storm that caused all the problems is moving away. We got a little bit of a break today, but now a new storm headed in our direction, and that means more rain is coming starting tonight. But it does look like we've got a really nice weekend here coming up. Let's look live outside here this evening. This is what it looks like from our river camera down there near Omsey. A pretty decent night so far, really not all that wet yet, but there are showers approaching. In fact, we can see some of those on live radar right now out along the coast range. Yeah, you can see some of the yellow embedded on the map here out towards the coast and just a little bit inland into the coast range. A lot of these have not spilled their way into the western valleys as of yet, but there's more rain off to the edge of the picture here. In fact, let's take a look at the wider view of the radar here. This goes across all of Oregon and into southwest Washington starting at 5 this morning. And you can see that there were plenty of showers banked up into the Cascades throughout the afternoon and early evening hours. Now we're starting to see that increase out to the west. And that's why later tonight into tomorrow morning does look to be fairly wet. It's 50 at Kelso right now, 52 at Portland, Salem at 51, also in the 50s along the coast. East of the Cascades, most spots in the 40s right now. And with the increasing cloud cover, it's not going to be all that cold overnight tonight. 45 to 50 degrees, the overnight lows as that rain increases on the west side, mostly dry east side, some spots getting into the 30s, I should say, but LeGrand and the Dalles staying in the 40s overnight tonight. All right, there's the last of that big storm as it pulled away. Now we've got these clouds out to our west, and those are the clouds headed in our direction to renew the rain. In fact, we can time that out on the cloud and rain forecast. Notice tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, pretty big slug of green in here indicating the light to moderate steady rain. But shortly after the morning commute, the steady rain will break apart into scattered showers, and some of those showers could be a little bit intense tomorrow afternoon. In between the sun breaks, the clouds could really billow up and the sky could turn a little angry in spots, and thunder and lightning not out of the question in a spot or two. Thursday morning, we still have showers around. Snow level Thursday actually down to about 3,500 feet, and there could be a pop-up thunderstorm on Thursday as well. But then here's the weekend. Sunny and pleasant Saturday, 70 degrees, mostly sunny on Sunday, still in the upper 60s, so 2 decent days here coming up. Friday won't be bad either. All right, rain to showers quickly tomorrow morning along the coast, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm. High temperatures reaching into the mid-50s. The wind will be 20 to 35 miles per hour, so a little blustery but not damaging. Inland, we'll see highs close to 60. Early rain, very early rain, switching to scattered showers and sunbreaks. Again, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm. Up on Mount Hood, rain and snow up high the majority of the day. Timberline wet snow at 35, but below Timberline should be mostly rain throughout the day, just wet passes. East of the Cascades, 50s, many spots, showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon hours. 50 and wet early tomorrow morning in Portland. By noon, we switch to scattered showers and sunbreaks, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm. 60 the afternoon high, a little breezy as well, 10 to 20 mile pace.
Hi, I'm Randall Palazzo with Palazzo Custom Homes. We continue to sell many new homes with a winning combination of high quality, great pricing, and vintage reproduction designs available only through Palazzo Custom Homes. Go to Coin Local 6 and click on the Generation Green page.
For some, it's hands in the earth, the joy of bringing beauty to life. For others, it's a moment of instant color. And for others, it's the joy of making the outdoors part of the way you live, part of your home. You'll find what you need at Fred Meyer. This is not a bubble. It's Wi-Fi, the little signal you find in a coffee shop or a bookstore. These are the laptop cards the phone companies offer. They let you get online more places, but they're not that fast. This is Clear. Clear covers entire cities with a super fast mobile internet called WiMAX. Welcome to the future.